number one, or no, sorry, number 10, first one of the top 10 things I learned in 2025. So, one of the top things I learned in 2025 is going to be that Denver sucks. Yeah. I went to Denver and heard a lot of great things about it, and it was terrible. It was not what was told to me. They've got a really good PR campaign or person or whatever, because I've been to a lot of different cities since I've been back in the States, been in a lot of different countries, and yeah, Denver's definitely one of the places I don't want to go back to. It's definitely top 3 for sure. I went to Kosovo. So no, Kosovo was beautiful. So being on the border there of Kosovo and sitting on the little ridge line in the middle of the night, shooting off flares and just watching it kind of slowly go down into the valley, fucking awesome. But anyway, yeah, Denver, I did a whole podcast. Well, most of it was on Meow Wolf, and then also how Denver sucked, because everybody is I don't know, do they have anybody that's not homeless in Denver? That South Park episode was pretty on the money, man. They are everywhere. Like, it's no joke. I literally had to step over one because there's nowhere else to go on the sidewalk. You know, they all have shopping carts. It's kind of ridiculous. There was a guy with it was basically a family of homeless people, and they all had like sores all over their bodies, from God knows what, you know. Like, he had a skateboard with 3 wheels. I guess, you know, it can work. You just lean to one side, I guess. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It smelled like shit. It smelled the worst out of all the cities I've been to so far. And I went to LA, and there was a pizza box that somebody had shit in that was there from the time I arrived to the time I left, about 3 days. So yeah, that wasn't as bad as Denver. I tried to get a bus. Can't remember if I talked about this, but when I went to Denver, basically the airport's like in the middle of nowhere. Then you got to take the train and go downtown. And when I got there, I was going to take the bus, which is, at the time, I was like, where the hell is the bus station? I think it's underground. I'm not sure. I didn't stay long enough to figure it out, but that's what I found. It looked like there was buses there. And then when I go down there, the station attendant's there, but it smelled horrible. Man, it smelled like someone's poo had freaking died. Like, Mr. Hanky fucking died in there. That's what it smelled like. And his family, friends. He had a big party. I don't know. It was bad. But whatever that smell was coming from the lady that was living down there, who was talking to the station attendant. And I was like, I can't do this. I gotta get out of here. So I just walked 25, 30 minutes or however long it was. It wasn't that far, but company was paying for everything. So bus. Till I went down there, I was like, nope, I'll figure out where this place is. Then walking around Denver wasn't fun in the daytime. And I definitely didn't want to do that at night. That's where I had the guy got all pissed off at the subway, and it was like, just nothing was working out for him, and ended up like in the middle of him having his little rant there, because the machine wasn't working. He was trying to get the paper towel from the machine, and it kept like just rolling out of the thing, and he couldn't get it. And he was trying to put his glove on, that didn't work. And then when it came to me, like, he finally got all his stuff. He's like, all right, fuck it. He turns around and he's like, can I help you? Like, just collected himself. So I give that dude a pretty fat tip. And then oh yeah, the dude jerking off under the bridge. Yeah, that was awesome. This is Denver. Denver sucks. Yeah. So I did that. If you look here, this podcast, I found myself at Meow Wolf. Meow Wolf's pretty great though. I'll say that. I had a lot of fun in Meow Wolf. I went to the Darkness concert. Oh, that's an honorable mention. Saw the Darkness live. That was pretty freaking cool. And got to meet them. Awesome dudes. Got to ask them a question, which I don't know what to say, because I'm like, they always get these music questions. So I'm like, I'm just going to ask them, have they been to Meow Wolf? And I guess I should have expected to answer, but he's like, what the fuck is a Meow Wolf? So I don't know if they've gone since, but they did ask if there was one in LA, because that's where they're going, and I think there is. So see, but yeah, Meow Wolf is a really cool place. Definitely recommend going there. You're gonna want to be high when you're in Denver anyway, because it sucks so bad. So being high in Meow Wolf is quite the experience, as the podcast says there. I found myself at Meow Wolf, but I did a follow-up called "Chicago is way better than Denver," because I went to Chicago, which everybody says is like dangerous and scary and dirty, and it smelled a little bit like piss and shit. I had a great time in Chicago. I walked around in the middle of the night in Chicago, felt completely safe. Can't do that in Denver. Walking around in the middle of the day, felt like I was gonna get mugged. or at least catch something. Denver sucks, man. Screw that place. Is there anything redeemable? You can smoke weed. That was all right. I can't think of anything else that stood out for Denver as far as like a win goes. Yeah, it was just pretty bad. I think what everybody's maybe thinking about when they talk about Denver is they just go right to the resorts. They go skiing, all those things. It's cold. Bums aren't out. They're underneath their little cardboard huts, out of the way under the bridge, hanging out with that dude that's jerking off under there. But I don't know. Maybe I was just too deep into the heart of Denver. They're doing all kinds of construction down there too. That was so I had to go to the Walgreens. Not sure. I think that's the time I had to get a plunger because I locked up the freaking hotel toilet. But I definitely had to go to Walgreens either way. Yeah, so I go to Walgreens and there's this super jacked security guard staring me down because I definitely look like I'm out of town. Meanwhile, there's a guy outside right in the front door, like right out front. Like you got to walk around him to get into this walk. And he looks like freaking Tyrone Biggums with sunglasses on and with a shopping cart, of course, and just straight up selling drugs. Right there, like just right there. No problem. Yeah, so I go in there. That guy's staring me down, and I'm walking down the aisles, and in the middle, it's just empty except for like one Reese's pack. So that's obviously the candy aisle, and all the candy's just gone. But walking around that area, like everything's under construction, so there's like fences everywhere. It's like you're walking through a zombie movie. Bums are clearly the zombies wandering around, all drugged out, fucking crazy. Yeah, don't go to Denver. Unless you're going skiing, just go to the resort, bypass it, get in a car, drive around that freaking city, get out of there. Colorado, on the other hand, I do love the terrain. I think it's one of the cool states to go through if you are looking for the sights, as far as like natural sights. Definitely don't knock it for that, but Denver, fuck that place.